Welcome back. Today we are talking about our personalization settings in Windows 11. So here we go. Background image color and slideshow. So we're going to go into here. Like we talked about a little bit before, these are my background images I have a selection from. If you click into here, you can also go into the solid colors of Windows 11. And these are all the solid colors you can choose from. Slideshow. So this will let you choose from a specific folder. If you have a lot of pictures, you can choose from a slideshow as well. For the picture though, I just really like this one I have, and we will go from there. So we're going to go back into our main settings here in the personalization. Next, we are going to talk about colors. So in colors, you can choose from all these Windows colors that you have here. You can also select to choose your mode, change your colors that appear in Windows and your apps. So in here, these are the light theme and the dark theme, and you can also have your own custom theme. So I always really like the dark theme, but this is what the light theme looks like. I just recently switched to that, just to the dark theme, just because I like how it looks. So let's go back to our main personalization settings. And next we are going to be talking about themes. So themes, this is another way that you can have a specific theme. You can install a theme from the Microsoft Play Store. These are gradient themes, so they have a different foreground/background color in a gradient, which means they have multiple colors with that, just to have the effect. I'll show you one here real quick. So in this one, you can see how it gets darker on this top, and then as you go down, it gets lighter. That is called a gradient, where it changes the value of the color very slowly. So let's go back here, and like I said, you can download different ones from the Microsoft Store if you were to do that. So we're going to go back to our main personalization here. Next, we have dynamic lighting, connect devices, effects, and app settings. So in here, you can turn on and off to use the dynamic lighting on my device. So you can kind of change that, and it kind of changes just a little bit of the lighting. I don't really notice a big difference when I switch this on and off, but some people do, so it just depends. Let's go back to our personalization. So lock screen, I'm not actually going to do it, but I'm going to show you how to lock your screen. So if you go down to your little Windows icon here, and you click on Start, then you scroll over to the widget, little small widget on our Start Windows screen here that says Power. Click on that. You will have certain options. One is to shut down your whole computer. One is to restart your computer. One is to put it in hibernation mode and sleep mode to make your computer go to sleep. And then when you click on a button, it will wake back up. Or the last one here is called Lock, and that will actually lock your screen so no one else can access it until you log back in. So let's go to our lock settings in our personalization. And here we go. So you can change the background to your lock screen. So that's different just from your background screen. So that's the actual lock when your computer is locked out and getting ready to log back in. You can change that. You can also make it into a slideshow or a specific Windows spotlight, which is just a different color as well. Moving on, so we're going to go back to our personalization. We'll go to our text input. And in here, this theme is mainly for when you use your AI. If you do use that for Windows 11, you can select these different options for voiceover. This is specifically the AI called Copilot. You could also switch this to your search, but I don't really use that much, so I don't have a need for that. And then your touch keyboard, this is just the background keyboard. And this is the virtual keyboard for your Windows 11 computer. As you can see, if you didn't have a keyboard, you could still access it just with your mouse to be able to type things in. So let's go back to our personalization. You can click into it, or you can also go back. There's multiple ways to do it. But next, we are going to talk about Start. So in your Start menu here, this is the actual layout of the different Start. So like we said down here below, when you click into that, you can make more pins, more recommendations. You can turn on and off these radio buttons. They're used for just recommendations, notifications. You could have, settings pop up. So as an example, we'll just turn off documents. And did you see in here these little icons on the bottom? So if I turn that back on, now you can see the documents icon. And if I turn, let's say I just turn the music, the pictures, all that off, you can kind of see how I have less down here. So that's what that does. It's kind of nifty to be able to use if you want specific things on or specific things off. Let's go back to our personalization here. And the taskbar, we've already went through the taskbar behaviors about pinning and all that stuff, so we're not going to go too much into that. Next, though, we are going to be talking about our fonts. So if you click into fonts and personalization, you can browse and install fonts. You can also go to the Microsoft Store and change the fonts, or you could just select the font you would want in here as well that would be available to you. Let's go back to our personalization. The last thing we are talking about is device usage. So this will track things. So if you watch a lot of videos, you can track your usage for videos, your business. I think this blends in with the AI Copilot stuff, but you can track anything really that you would want your resources to track. All right, and that is the rest of the video for today. And we are going to be talking about apps tomorrow and how to install an app and how to delete an app, uninstall an app, and all those kinds of things. Well, I look forward to talking to you guys next time, and we will get into it. All right, you guys have a great day.